All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you all are having a good night. I'm having a pretty nice night over here. It's hot as hell in Arizona right now, but you know, might as well pop out a video. It's normally around the time I would take my dog for a walk, but it's getting too hot for that, so I'm gonna have to wait a couple more hours. Anyways, this one was suggested to me not from the comments, but from a friend of mine. And basically said, like, just trust me, you know, react to this video, like you need to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just trust him. And this one's called LeBron's Trick Has Finally Been Revealed. This is by Cosgrove. I've watched some of Cosgrove's content in the past. Really cool stuff, high quality stuff. If you take a look, yeah, 381,000 subscribers. Like, yeah, this channel is legit. Like, I always noticed the quality was cool, but I missed this one. I've never seen it, so it's perfect. As always, if you want to watch this video without my commentary, I'm going to put the link to the original video down below in the description. And for everybody else, if you wouldn't mind leaving this video a like, it really helps the video perform and get out there to more eyes and ears. And without further ado, let's check this out.
When it comes to the extremely polarizing LeBron James, he knows that whatever little move he makes will be forecasted on every major sports media outlet on a moment's notice. So sometimes he uses their obsession with him to his advantage. Don't you think for 1 second that he doesn't know what he's doing when it comes to playing the media? He knows exactly how to manipulate them like a puppet. But some people, like myself, rarely ever takes what he does at face value. And
same here. Same here. He's always manipulating.
Here's why you shouldn't either.
This should be good.
The date was April 27th, 2010, Game 5 of what was a first-round series between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. With about 7 seconds left in the game, LeBron heads to the line with his team up by 3.
7 seconds? Yeah, him at the free throw line and clutch time is like his worst nightmare.
He calmly sinks the first one with ease, but for some reason, he decided to switch to his left hand to shoot the second free throw.
Wait, really?
19 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. James has shot at lefty!
Which predictably led to everyone asking why. Well, it turns out that his right elbow was supposedly injured. And I use the word supposedly for a reason.
What the hell? But he just sunk the previous one. Guys, did you know about this?
It just didn't add up. Literally just a minute earlier, he shot a pair of right-handed free throws with no problem at all. Why wasn't he grimacing during those? And also, he seemed perfectly fine the entire series. It was only until the very end where we found out that he was injured. And I believe that was on purpose. You guys might be thinking, what if he just so happened to injure his elbow like the play before or something? Well, no, because he literally admitted after the game that his elbow had been banged up for quite a while, but just didn't bother telling anyone.
And in the middle of the playoffs, in a game-clinching moment, you're gonna clink a left-handed free throw? What do you think, you're Kobe Bryant? Like, you can't just switch lefty like that. Or Larry Bird. Most people can't do that.
You see, first and foremost, his main priority was to obviously make it a 2-possession game, so he shot it with his right hand. But then, now that it was a 2-possession game, he could now go ahead and show us that he was injured, since his team had a 4-point cushion anyways.
What a little shit.
I believe he realized that that was probably the last opportunity to show us viewers watching at home that something was wrong with his elbow, so he seized that opportunity by shooting with his left hand instead.
It's crazy. All the old guys and then all the other legends that we talk about, they hide their weaknesses. because they don't want to get exploited. They want to win, but that's the difference. They're there to win. So LeBron knows he's going to lose. It's inevitable. Whether it's this round or it's next round or whatever, he knows he's not going to win a championship. So now, yeah, Cosgrove is right. And LeBron does this still to this day. Now he's got a built-in excuse for why they're going to lose. Because, ow, my elbow hurts.
Knowing that the media would eat it up, the headlines would be everywhere, and it worked, because that was what everyone was talking about immediately after the Cavs eliminated the Bulls to advance to the second round.
James has shot at lefty.
Yeah, something's wrong with that right elbow. He's going to take that left-handed.
There it is, yeah,
the one that
established.
is most important.
I'ma make
Reggie
this
Miller
clear
established
one
it.
more time. This was a potential closeout game, meaning that the Cavs would go on to face the Celtics if they were to hold on, which again they did.
So that was it. I forgot. Yeah. So he was going to go face off against the Celtics, and he knew he was going to get his ass kicked, which he did. So now he had the built-in excuse for as to why it happened. We did a video on this series recently. He shot a whole bunch of right-handed jumpers, clanking them, throughout the Boston series. So apparently his elbow wasn't hurting that bad.
Are you guys starting to see where I'm getting at here? Okay,
Absolutely.
Let me make it simple. The Cavs were basically set to face the Boston Celtics in the next round at the time of that left-handed free throw, which they were seen to be a more challenging opponent than Chicago was. And what better way to take some pressure off than for him to establish that he's injured by shooting with his left hand right before they advance, knowing that that's all everyone would be talking about heading into the Boston series. He now had a built-in excuse just in case he's not able to pull it off.
Yep, that's just like I said. Now he's got a built-in excuse. I didn't know it back then in his first stint with Cleveland that this is who he was. But it became clear in the second half of his career that this is just who he is. All the time. All the time.
Like I said, after the game, he went on to explain that he had been dealing with some discomfort in his right elbow about a week before the playoffs even started. Well, that's just odd to me. I mean, how convenient that he decided to let us know about his elbow just as he was now set to face the Celtics in the semifinals. No one even knew that something was wrong until that awkward left-handed free throw. Now get this, the x-rays and MRI that were taken shortly after showed no structural damage at all. Interesting,
Big surprise.
But that still didn't stop LeBron from always bringing it up every chance he got.
It reminds me of his second stint in Cleveland when he got angry after a game and supposedly punched a chalkboard or something like that and broke his hand. And nobody cared. But then in the press conference when he gets eliminated, he puts in that excuse. I was basically playing with a broken hand. He always does this crap. Always built-in excuses. And in fact, every single time I see him now in the playoffs, like falling over and acting like he's hurt or acting like his face is on fire or any of the pathetic crap that we see him do all the time, I'm like waiting for him to go into the press conference and use it as a built-in excuse. Well, we weren't full power, and blah, blah, blah. We had injuries and blah, blah. He did it even this year, but then he blamed his coach and got him fired. What an ass.
Doesn't it seem like we've been talking about LeBron's elbow forever?
Yes, just how bad is it?
After the Cavaliers took Game 1 of the series versus Boston, people thought that whole elbow situation had to have been just an act because he looked great in that opening game.
Yeah, I think it was.
In fact, even LeBron himself downplayed it. But when the Celtics blew them out in Game 2, that's when he started wincing again. When things didn't go well, only then was his elbow an issue.
Hey, y'all ever play basketball with some people, and as you bust them, like you annihilate them, they start limping, even though there's like no reason for them to limp. But like say you're playing to 11. And the score is like 8-3, and you're just like crushing them. And then you see your guy, your opponent just like limping around. to act like he can't finish the game because he's hurt. That's LeBron James. It's a complete act.
And we all know how that series ended.
Just win
to
like
this
lose
day,
like a man.
LeBron still gets bashed for his performance in that Celtics series. He got criticized for his mental toughness, but he claimed his elbow is what prevented him from playing his best against Boston.
Owie.
2016 is another prime example.
Oh, let's do it. I think this is the broken hand one.
Of what I'm trying to say here. We all remember when LeBron landed on his wrist following a missed dunk attempt in the closing seconds of Game 7 of the NBA Finals. He was laying there in pain for several minutes, but he still had to get up to shoot those critical free throws. And there you have it. He convinced us that he hurt his wrist right before a pair of pressure free throws.
I've been saying this since he was a rookie, guys. I've been saying it since he's a rookie. His worst nightmare is to go to the free throw line in the clutch time. Or have to shoot a jumper. But the free throws are the worst thing for him. Charles Barkley was actually the one who called him out in his first 2 or 3 seasons. Because LeBron back then even went as far as he wouldn't drive to the basket in clutch time when it was a close game because he didn't want to shoot those free throws. He was scared of it.
Just in case he misses them. As we all know, the Cavs ultimately went on to win the championship. And what do you know? We never heard anything about that injury ever again.
Right.
And I believe it's because they won. I mean, I can't imagine him hoisting the trophy up the way he did afterwards if his wrist was seriously injured.
Yeah.
And lastly, remember when he showed up to the post-game
This is the one I was talking about, guys.
press conference wearing a freaking cast
Yeah.
after getting swept by the Warriors in 2018? Only then did he reveal that he'd been playing with a hand that was pretty much broken. Apparently, he punched a whiteboard out of frustration after Game 1 of that 2018 finals, which was obviously the game where J.R. Smith messed up big time. Many were skeptical about him showing up to the media wearing a cast, especially since he was seen dapping up his family with the same hand right before.
He's a pathological liar and he's not even good at it. But so many people are so gullible that they eat this crap up. Man, good luck in the real world, man, because there are actual people like this in all of your jobs, everywhere you go, that are ready to manipulate people that'll fall for stupid crap like this. You guys got to be able to spot a liar, especially one that has such a pattern of it. So, yeah. All of his fans are the most gullible people I've ever seen.
And on top of that, James was spotted without the cast only about a week later when he showed up to his kids' AAU games. So to recap, he went out of his way to make it apparent that he was injured the whole time after getting swept in 2018. But since he won in 2016, there was no need to sell us that narrative.
No, but he did build in that narrative just in case he did brick those free throws. Just what he does. It's all strategy. Can you guys imagine Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Bird or Magic or somebody like that thinking about this in the clutch time during a championship or in the playoffs when you're facing, elimination or whatever? In the biggest moments in basketball, could you imagine them thinking about this, planning this kind of stuff? Just in case I fail, I better build in this excuse. Ow, my wrist hurts, or ow, my elbow hurts. And show the camera and show everybody. It's the difference between a killer and whatever the hell Lebowko is.
Alright, let me know if I'm overthinking this too much, or do you think I'm actually onto something here? Make sure to comment down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
No, not only is he right, the thing is he's pointing out a couple of the big ones. He does this multiple times every single season. It happens over and over and over again. I think it was Angry Old Hoops who was covering it because LeBron kept missing games because, literally he was load managing, but he was pretending to have that foot problem. right? So he'd miss games, and then if he messed up, he would start limping. Just like I was saying, like, the guys you used to, like the losers who used to play basketball who would pretend to be injured instead of just say, yo, you're better than me. Good game. I'll keep practicing. Like, that would be a winner mentality, but people like him that are like building in the excuse, oh no, it's because I'm hurt. Oh yeah, he does it all the time. But so you'd see him like limping when he's failing. And then like the next play, you'd see him doing one of those stupid cherry picking wide open dunks. And instead of just like laying the ball up because he's wide open or just doing a baby dunk, he's doing a monstrous dunk and landing hard on his feet. And Angry Old Hoops called it out where he's just like, well, I guess your foot's feeling better now. And then the next play he's limping again. It's like, what an idiot. Like, that's what I mean. He's not even a good liar. Because if you're going to lie like this, like, at least commit to the role, I guess. But he doesn't even commit to the role. He just uses it whenever he wants it. And the thing is like, most of his fans don't even watch the games. They just, they watch highlights or TikTok. So they'll see like the little clips that he wants them to see. Oh, he's limping, but then they won't see the next play where he's doing a monster dunk and landing, with like almost 300 pounds of weight, like slamming down on the ground when he's wide open for no reason. Anyways, oh man, there's so many more instances like this. I would like Cosgrove to do like a part 2 and a part 3 to this because there's so much more to unravel. But let me know what you guys think. Is Cosgrove crazy? Am I crazy? Do y'all see this stuff too? Because I see this all the time. All right, let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you watching a later video. It's kind of cool to be doing this at night as well. So yeah, leave the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more. I'll see you all tomorrow morning on the next one. Be safe. Love your loved ones. Be good to each other. And have a fun night, all right? Peace out, everybody.